Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer. Why'd you interrupt the...
Sorry.
Yeah. What was up with that?
Sorry.
Wow, you just can't control yourself. When this airs, Melissa Belzer will have officially left me. Well, we're recording ahead of time.
Yes, that's true.
And you'll be in, what is it, Minnesota?
No.
No.
No, Colorado.
Colorado. She could drive there.
I don't want to. But
you're flying.
It's cheaper.
You have to speak up.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, so anyway.
It is. It's cheaper to fly. It is.
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay, all right.
I have no idea if it's cheaper or not. Do you want to argue during the podcast?
You just were like,
it's cheaper
there was
to
doubt
fly than it is to drive.
The doubt was strong coming from here.
Release Satan. Wow. Let's just get into a card.
Okay,
let's just change this entirely. This whole episode is starting out as a cluster wrap.
You know, that's okay.
Okay, so this is oh yeah, I guess I should show before I start throwing things around. Little talk, best self. Okay. It's all conversations you can have with your children.
Yeah. Which it's big questions for little kids to be asking, but if they've asked them.
What makes you a great friend?
Because I'm willing to jump in to help whenever they call.
Okay, well, that's a good toddler question.
Well, I don't know. Because I
What's
make
wrong with
my
your
friends
answer?
smile. I don't know. Nothing. I'm there. I just jump in whenever I can. I always tell them, let's see, when I can, however I can, as much as I can, something like that. It'll come to me the way I actually say it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think so.
I'm loyal like a dog.
Well, yeah.
So I'm going to say that would be my answer.
Friends we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it.
The close friends.
Right.
I keep my circle very small.
Right, but it's been a lot of years. We've been friends with them for a lot of years.
I like a small circle of people.
I would say loyal is for sure.
All right. Well, that only took like a minute.
Well, these are little talk questions.
These are little talks, which I guess require little talking.
I mean.
Okay, so let me set that out. Next question. Okay. What makes you feel motivated?
When people say I'm doing an awesome job. When I blast on some music. Gets the blood flowing. Gets the brain moving. That, for me. Music and compliments.
Music and compliments.
Yep.
Okay. What makes me feel motivated? Money. Winning.
Winning is motivating too.
Winning, yes. I like to win.
Yeah.
Is the great Ricky Bobby, one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time, once said, if you're not first, you're last. He's a true legend.
I love that movie.
He trained with the Cougar.
Yeah, he did. That is true. In case anyone hasn't seen the movie, and that's a spoiler for you.
Well, it's a true story.
Yeah.
Well, it's based on a true story.
Based on a true story of some kind.
Yeah. Ricky Bobby, greatest NASCAR racer of all time.
Oh, man. That's good.
Well, I don't watch, so I'm just assuming it was a documentary.
You've seen it.
No, I don't watch NASCAR.
Oh, no, I don't know. They probably don't do a lot of what happens on that. That's pretty funny. That whole movie is great.
So what makes you feel motivated? For me, it's, well, money's a great motivator.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah.
And then
it has a limit.
Yeah. Winning's probably the biggest thing.
We're competitive.
Yeah. I don't like to lose.
We don't. No, we're not competitive to jerkness. I mean, I think it's a healthy competition. I don't think we're like, nobody wants to play with Kevin and Melissa level.
I won't get nasty, but I'm definitely annoyed by it.
Oh.
Now, if I don't get a listing, I'm mad. usually because because I see it go active
Yeah.
for sale, and I go, wow,
Right.
that looks crappy.
Well, it's either bad photos or you're like,
or it's like,
I told them it was going to sell for that.
It's like 80 grand over market, and it's never going to sell.
No, and then it sells where you told them it would sell at.
And the competitive side of me is very happy when it doesn't sell. I hate to say it, but I don't feel bad that it didn't move.
I mean,
the little talk ones are like not very long.
I don't think they're very little
conversations.
talk. Honestly.
Although
we did determine it was girls that made these questions, and girls are like, you know, at that age are probably a little more complex.
This one's funny, and this one should be a really, really quick one as well.
Okay.
What are you embarrassed to tell other people about you? Why would I tell you?
I don't know. Embarrassed to tell? I don't know.
My life is pretty much an open book at this point. I mean, I've literally written some of my most embarrassing stories in the Dad's Rules books, and then we've talked about them on the podcast too.
Right. We are not perfect.
I've spoken about them in public.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just life. We're all fucked up. So
well, we don't all make the best decisions all the time, and we just go, man, that was a bad decision. We try to not make that decision again.
What people see on social media and actual reality are two different things. Most people think that they're some sort of an influencer, which they're not. Who are you influencing, really? And all they're doing is they're portraying the shiny, happy moments in their life and not the embarrassing stuff in public. But we all have embarrassing things or bad days going on.
Wardrobe malfunctions, bad attitudes. We always just try to check them more often.
I've done what I thought was a killer listing presentation before, left, got in my car, and realized my fly was open.
No!
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
And as we talked about before, I told
terrible.
somebody off, turned around to walk away, and tripped over myself. So I've done
that
that.
one, yeah.
So I've done that too.
That's crazy.
The
fly open.
Years ago, somebody urged me off on the highway. I flicked them off and then proceeded to hit black ice, spun my car around, and threw it in a ditch.
You know.
So those are not the highlights. They're just part of life.
Yeah.
And you just try to learn from the moment. So
and not do it again.
Yeah, it's like do a fly check before you go into the appointment.
Yeah. Well, and there's always that random zipper malfunction that just happens and you don't know it. I've had that happen at work. Like, oh my gosh, I need some new pants.
Yeah, and if somebody does notice, you're like, and you were looking at my crotch because why?
No.
Yeah.
No, you can just do the quick up down and make sure your friends aren't out of place if you see them too.
So there is 3 quick questions that you could ask your children, your significant other, or just some random person on the street.
Excuse me, what's your most embarrassing moment?
It wouldn't be a bad mic-up situation because you do see people online that do little scenarios asking questions.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
So the 3 questions were, what makes you feel motivated? What makes you a good friend? And what are you embarrassed to tell other people about you? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. It's going to be a real short, quick episode because you got to catch a plane in a few hours.
Maybe a little more than a few hours.
I know. I have an appointment in the meantime, too.
Oh, baby dog.
Yeah, there's actually a dog in the room right now, and he's being quite quiet. So
yeah, it's like never happens.
So if you like the show, please like, share, leave feedback, comments, all that fun stuff. Go to the swag shop as well. I'll try to remember to put the little icon above her. Hey, I did last week, so that was pretty.
That's good.
I was very proud of myself. Definitely gave myself a pat on the back when I did that. dadsruleswag.com, or just hit the little button at the top. You're good to go there. Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.